Parliament. Every day we hear about this word in TV channels, newspapers, and from our parents as well. But what is Parliament? The Parliament is the legislative body in Indian government. Legislative body? What is that? The legislative body is a group of people who make laws in our country. The Parliament consists of the President of India and two houses, namely Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. Let us know more about this. Indian Parliament. The Parliament composed of the President of India, Rajya Sabha and Lok Sabha. The President of India is not elected directly by the citizens. All the members of the Parliament and members of the state assemblies elect the President. A candidate standing for President's post has to get a majority of the votes to win the election. This ensures that the President is seen to represent the entire nation. The President supervises the overall functioning of all the political institutions in the country so that they operate in harmony to achieve the objectives of the state. All the major appointments such as the Chief Justice of India, the judges of the Supreme Courts and High Courts, the governors, the election commissioners and the ambassadors to other countries are appointed by the President. The President of India enjoys certain powers to be exercised for the welfare of the country and to safeguard the Constitution. All the international treaties and agreements are made in the name of the President. The President is the Supreme Commander of the Defence Forces of India. The President can declare a state of emergency if the nation's security is at the risk due to the reasons of external war or internal conflict or revolt. When a party or coalition of parties secures a clear majority in the election, the President has to appoint the leader of the majority party or the coalition that enjoys the majority support in the Lok Sabha. Lok Sabha has a collective strength of 552 elected members, and Rajya Sabha has a collective strength of only 250 elected members. Lok Sabha is also known as the House of the People and lower house of the Indian Parliament, whereas Rajya Sabha is referred as the Council of States and the upper house of the Indian Parliament. The operations of Lok Sabha continues for a period 5 years unless it is dissolved earlier, while Rajya Sabha is a permanent body and cannot be dissolved at any point of time. To become an elected member of Lok Sabha, the age of the contestant should be at least 25 years. But the minimum age to become an elected member of Rajya Sabha is 30 years. Money bill can only introduced in the Lok Sabha. It grants the money for running the administration of the country, whereas the Rajya Sabha doesn't exercise much power over money bills. The term of an elected Lok Sabha members can be of maximum 5 years, while the term of an elected Rajya Sabha member can be of maximum 6 years. The qualification of membership in Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha are: the member should be an Indian citizen. He or she should not hold any office of profit in the government. His or her name should be on the electoral list. Members of Lok Sabha are elected directly by the citizens through universal adult suffrage, whereas members of Rajya Sabha are elected by the members of the state legislative assemblies. The Speaker of the Lok Sabha is the presiding officer of the Lok Sabha. The Speaker is elected generally in the first meeting of Lok Sabha following general elections, while the presiding officers of Rajya Sabha have the responsibility to conduct the proceedings of the House. The Vice President of India is ex officio chairman of Rajya Sabha. The Lok Sabha has more powers than the Rajya Sabha on account of its greater numerical strength. Ordinary bills can originate in either house of the Indian Parliament, whereas money bills can be introduced only in the Lok Sabha. The Rajya Sabha cannot reject or amend the money bill. Financial domain, the Parliament is the supreme authority. The budget is annually prepared by the Cabinet and it is submitted for the approval of the Parliament. The Parliament also approves all proposals of the Union Government to impose taxes. Money bills can originate only in Lok Sabha. After they have been passed by the Lok Sabha, are sent to the Rajya Sabha for approval. To keep a vigil on the way of executive spends the money granted by the legislature. There are two standing committees of the Parliament known as Public Accounts Committee and the Estimates Committee. Motions of no confidence against the government can only be introduced and passed in the Lok Sabha. In case of a deadlock between the two houses over an ordinary bill, the will of the Lok Sabha normally prevails. Whereas in the Rajya Sabha, it may declare the creation of new All India services in the nation's interest. If the Lok Sabha is dissolved before or after the declaration of national emergency, the Rajya Sabha takes over the functions of the Parliament. How a bill becomes a law? Firstly, the bill is introduced by a member of the Parliament in either of the houses. Then, each clause of the bill is discussed and changed if required. Then the member who has introduced the bill states that the bill is moved. The discussion is very limited. After the bill is passed, it is moved to the other house for its approval. Now, the same procedure of 3 readings is passed in the second house too. Now, if the bill is not passed by the second house, a joint session of the houses is held and the bill is voted upon. When both the houses pass the bill, it is sent to the President for its approval. Finally, if the President does not approve of the bill, it is sent back to the House from where it is originated and the same procedure is repeated again. If the President signs the bill becomes a law. The wage period should be fixed by every employer and it should not exceed a month. The wages should be paid on a working day. Workers should be issued wage slips that contain all the details of the wages paid to them. Wages can be deducted according to specified rules given in an act. For example, fines, absence from duty, housing accommodation provided, etc. The Act has extended the paid maternity leave from 12 weeks to 26 weeks, out of which 8 weeks can be taken before delivery, including the date of delivery and remaining 18 weeks post-delivery. Question time.